President DJT has attacked CNN and the New York Times over their reporting on the Iran conflict, even describing some coverage as treasonous. And honestly, this is where things start becoming very dangerous, because once democratic governments begin treating criticism and journalism as some kind of enemy to the state, you're entering very authoritarian territory. America constantly lectures the rest of the world about democracy, free speech, and press freedom. But suddenly, when journalists question military narrative, casualty figures, or whether operations were actually successful, now the media becomes unpatriotic. Now reporting becomes treasonous, convenient timing, and this is the bigger issue. Modern wars are no longer fought only with bombs, missiles, and soldiers. They're fought through information, through headlines, algorithms, television coverage, social media narratives. Whoever controls the story often controls public opinion. And governments know that very well, because if ordinary people start learning uncomfortable truths behind political spin, failed operations, civilian consequences, or misleading narratives, institutions start losing trust very quickly, and that frightens powerful people. So instead of transparency, many governments increasingly seem to prefer controlling information, discrediting journalists, and narrowing what the public is allowed to hear. That should concern everyone, regardless of political side. Because once freedom of speech starts becoming conditional during conflict, history shows things can get dark very quickly. Now, of course, misinformation exists everywhere online. That's true. But there's a major difference between fighting fake information and attacking legitimate journalism simply because it questions those in power. And the irony, the same governments that criticize authoritarian states for suppressing media increasingly seem tempted to behave in very similar ways themselves. That contradiction is becoming harder and harder for the world to ignore. This has been the JR Voice. Stay tuned for more unpacking of global headlines.